Greetings again, peoples. This time we're doing KSP. Back at Ike, doing Ike hopping, that kind of thing. Only have 1, 2, 4 more biomes to go, and then we're gonna head off to Duna, which is I think behind Ike at the moment. No, it's directly overhead. There's Duna. Okay. Yeah. So, currently should still probably look for a biome at the equator to do. Wait, is that okay? It has updated. Good. So yes, biomes and stuff. Pull up the biome map. Have we gotten lowlands? Yes. Central mountain range. Yes. Midlands done, lowlands done, central mountain ridge done, more midlands and lowlands. We've done the western mountain ridge, but not the eastern one. Okay, so right here, we're gonna land. So we should warp to around there. And then is the audio good? I think it's good. Oh, actually, we should. We're gonna be landing in pretty much dawn, so yeah. And yeah, okay, we've filled up our utility tank, although we should probably bring up some more fuel for the actual main tanks. Yeah, okay, landing roughly there, which means that we want to put maneuver there. And it would be nice if the biomes were more visible on the actual surface, which is apparently something they've said they're going to do for KSP2. There was a new, I guess, update video, information video out on KSP2 about all the planets are doing, which look really, really cool. Like, really, really cool. I'm super hyped. But they said they're going to make the biomes more visually distinct, so you don't need to do this. So, I'm excited for that. Yeah, so we have currently, we still have Langston and Tegan in the lander, and we shall undock and head down. So RCS on, back up, bring that up. Ooh. Problem. We should have made that before. I mean, after undocking. Okay, we need to make a new maneuver, which is fine. Now, I am a bit curious about whether or not where we have... Okay, yeah, the ore here is very sparse, so we might have to do a hop over somewhere with better ore once we want to head back up. But Should be able to land at least. Okay, anyway, execute node. These ones are glowing oddly. Have we pulled in all the experiments? We have. Okay. Gonna we've started our landing burn. Nice. Hasn't my roommate ever heard of closing the goddamn door? Give me a second. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Burning. Rocket noises. Further rocket noises. Okay. Shall continually burn now. Yes, bring this up. Recenter it. Yeah, I mean, Midlands ore content is not particularly much better than. Ooh. This is southeastern. This is eastern. Okay, we have 2 to do, so we're probably gonna hop around or something like that. Okay. Doing fairly good on fuel. Don't need that. We have our map. Come on. Sir, as I have said before, our thrust to mass ratio is not particularly great on this thing. I'm not sure it can actually land on Duna with the backpack on it. Luckily, we're not going to do that. So, yeah. Dun. Here we are, coming down. Somewhere around right there. And coming along to the music, yes. Yes, point us retrograde, get ready for suicide burn. Looking at our slope data, it's not too bad. We're coming up on a sort of depression, but it's, yeah. Oh yeah, we don't have high fidelity camera scans of here. Okay. Maybe 40 seconds. So let's just speed up past it. Actually, quick save. Speed up past it 20. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Execute. Here we go. Okay. Hopefully the slope is good. Slope 21 degrees. Okay, that's not good. We may have to do a bit of hovering around. Yeah, I'll just make it interesting. Okay. Okay. I wasn't fully paying attention, and we have actually, like, mostly stopped. Okay. For some reason, it's not switching to... okay. Hello! Yes. Hello, Master Chaos. Oh. Let's actually just go to stop mode. We are coming down on the side of a mountain, so this should be interesting. Probably know this thing is very tall. Okay. Stop mode is not quite working as I thought it would. Okay, now it's working. Cool. But yeah, this slope I'm a tad worried about. We shall see. Poking sticks disappearing off into the distance. Now, whoop. Landing lights are on, though it is day, so we don't particularly need them. 80, 60, 50, going to significantly lower speed. Oh, ooh. Okay. Nice. Okay, I am going to take us for a bit of a journey because waterfall terrain, 28 meters above. Now we want to... Ooh. Thunder and freedom. Interesting. We're trying to find somewhere a bit flatter. Perhaps this direction. Ooh, nice. Now, I'm unsure if biome slope. How's our slope doing? Still 20 degrees. Now, I'm worried that here seems like a better landing spot. But I'm worried that it's not in the same biome as we are looking for. So we shall see once we get to it. Anyway, our fuel is dwindling. We're getting alarmingly low, which is not ideal. Our slope is unchanging. Slow ourselves up a bit. Oh, okay. So let's stop ourselves. Here seems like a good place to land. Slope is significantly lower. Here we go. Let's drop ourselves down. Down. Done. And contact. We are in. We go into kill the rotation mode, and again perform all the science. To report. Keep that. We need to pop him out for the EV report, temperature scan, pressure scan. I'm unsure why we're actually taking a pressure scan because it's quite obviously a vacuum here. We need to reset the material study and goo observation though. Okay. Pop out Tegan, our scientist. Do an EVA report. There. Store that. Restore that. And then we'll grab a surface sample. Done. Done. Ooh, yeah, off-center parts do make things look cooler, but it also, of course, causes problems with la symétrie. Yes, I'm pronouncing things incorrectly. Of course, if your engine gimbal or reaction wheels or RCS are strong enough, it doesn't particularly matter if your thing is asymmetric. In fact, I think there's actually a Kerbal Space Program forum challenge for making an aircraft where nothing is symmetric and you only use each part once. Yeah, having a long ship woods changer. Okay, I'll actually focus on. So we need to pop out radiators. Longship reduces the ratio of width to length. Now, the forward, if my free body diagram intuition is correct, the forward-backward position of masses should not affect, the forward-backward position of the center of mass should not affect the torque from an off-center mass. In fact, it would actually negatively. Yeah, I guess, but you're saying in the back. I guess, I don't know. I guess it somewhat implied to me that them being in the back was important to that, but it wouldn't actually be. Yeah. In fact, it would actually make the effect of your engine gimbal less, because they'd have a smaller moment arm. Anyway, we got to turn on the reactor. Start the LFO SRU in order to actually get us fueled up. Ooh, another thing I need to do. I forgot to do. I need to run lit analysis. Yeah, there's not much ore here. SSTU, single stage to what does it stand for? Oh, it's Parsmont. No, I have not heard of it. What is it? Also, we should probably time warp through this. This is going to take a while. Ah, the procedural parts, that's... full for things. This may take several... let's say several Ike days. Actually, no, it's not going to take several Ike days. But it will take significantly longer than before because we're running this at like a fifth of the normal speed because there's no ore here. We're trying to squeeze a desert dry of water in this seemingly in this biome. Okay, there we go. That is us full. I think. Stop ISRU. Turn off the reactor. Are full. Good fuel and everything, so our goal, I think, was to try to... Ooh, it's going to be nighttime there. Because currently we are in southeastern mountain ridges. We want... check that. We want the East Ridge now, which is somewhere around here, I think. Let's see. Yes, which is going to be night real soon. We can do a night landing. Okay, sure. That's tells about a bit. Special. Oop, set. That. Activate navigation. Okay. Put pad there. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Target is to our, well, east. Quick saved. Close the reactor. Control. Just upward. We want to be heading, I think, that direction. Yes, that direction. Also, it's pulling the radiators. Dun, dun. Okay. Now, suborbital hops will actually take nearly as much fuel as getting into orbit, actually, I think. So we'll See, I mean, we could stop by in the lowlands to pick up fuel. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay, we are heading down. This is not ideal. Want to head up. I pitched over a little bit too early. Our acceleration was not enough for this. So I mean, it means we probably need to point more like this, actually, in order to start arresting our downward velocity. Okay, and we are heading back up. Good. We're also using up a fair bit of our fuel to do this. Okay. Anyway, okay, our path is stretching out. Very nice. Very nice. Oop. Refresh this on. Okay. Nearly there. Now, our braking burn is going to be kind of interesting because we're coming in very flat. So we're gonna see. Now we definitely have the delta V for this because we can go into full orbit and land. Okay, now looking at our orbit, we want to burn this way a little bit. Up, control point locked because the poking stick and our relay are on the wrong side. Okay. You want to burn north though, so I know which that's going to be that way. I don't have that solid of a naming convention for craft. Often it's literally just a boring descriptive name, like I believe I called this one. Yes, Duna Lander Mark 1. That's literally what I called it. So I'm not particularly creative with this stuff. Ooh, based on what this is doing, I think we're going to hit the ridge right there, so that's not ideal. I guess I've somewhat picked up a sort of, you know, in the Culture series, how they have their ships named like kind of like turns of phrase or whatever. So it's kind of why I called this one the poking stick. There's also like a sense of the guy who writes seems to like the term gravitas, so like a lack of gravitas, a certain sense of gravitas. 3 smaller ships in a trench coat, something like that. Yep, still control point locked, so I can't actually run a maneuver here. We're gonna have to trial and error this. I'd say around here. We're gonna... Yep, okay, we're coming up to this ridge. We will point ourselves, roughly retrograde, but a bit higher up, and start burning. Yep, we're coming up to the edge. We want to keep our vertical velocity basically 0 and not go up or down. Keeping that on this number essentially. We want to get this to 0 and not. We are now in the correct biome. Down at per second. We have passed our waypoint, but that's fine. Ooh, we do want to swing ourselves up a little bit. Yeah, I'm terrible at naming things, and so it's literally like Lathe SSTO Mark 1, Tylo Lander Mark 1. Yeah, I guess only the motherships actually get names. Okay, we're getting there. We're starting to head down and not as fast sideways, which is deal. Slope is not looking great, but we are starting to run on this fuel tank, so successfully stopped ourselves from going to the sides too much. We're gonna keep our vertical velocity 1.2 kilometers up. Okay. Yeah, KSP does tend to create some pretty awesome scenes, especially anything involving Joule, which is apparently going to look even more awesome in KSP2. They actually specifically talked about how like the view of Joule from Lathe's surface is amazing. Yeah. Stop. I'll just go stop. We're 500 meters up. Okay, we are in the correct biome. Slope is very much not ideal, but map type slope. Let's see if we can get something. Anyway, I'm not running visual mods because I cannot run them and also VC face and this at the same time. I can run just KSP with visual mods, fine, but not with the other things. Yeah, we're essentially landing on the side of a Mount 2. What if we hover, follow terrain? We're going this way. We're going to find the top of the mountain. Slope. Top of the mountain, somewhere around here. It's gonna be night soon. Our landing lights are on. Have a actual spotlight. Let's drop ourselves down a bit more. Yes, yes, collision with terrain warning. I'm going to specifically turn that off. Shut up. Okay. We're at like 50 meters. Oh, okay, I think I see a flat spot. Heading over there. Throttle control of Avionics is so good. Okay. Yep, right around here. There, that should counter our horizontal velocity a fair bit. We want to land somewhere around here. And slope is 9 degrees, but want to land somewhere here and stop right here. We are using a lone propellant fairly fast, but that's cruise. About this direction. I think it was flatter over here. This slope map is really not particularly useful. Anyway, let's just land here. It's low enough slope. Hover, follow terrain, head down at like 5 meters per second. Turn RCS back off. Turn 12, 11, 10, 9, 7. Hold position. Okay, here we go. Whew. Nice. We have landed in Eastern Mountain Ridge. That just leaves both poles to get to. Let's perform the science analysis. We've got 5. Ooh, it's going to go twice as fast as last time. Okay, so the crew report, keep that. Temperature scan, pressure scan, seismic scan, gravity scan, all the other stuff. Pop T-gun out. You store that. Store that. Do an EVA report. Observe that. Keep conduct study. I take that and restore it. Keep that. Keep that. Store that. Okay. Head back down. Pick up a rock or some dirt. And then prepare for sitting and waiting for tanks to refuel. Okay. So, radiators back out. The refinery has not cooled all that much actually from our last refining bit, so let's turn on the reactor, get the drills out. And start them up. And start refining up some fuel. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Engaging content. Very quality content. Oh, I have a connection with the poking stick. Okay. Not particularly useful because we have full control, mostly full control from, and we no longer have connection, but we do have now have connection to the relay sat through the poking stick. I should have planned ahead and put some more relay sats around Ike, but I didn't. I foresee we're going to have a similar problem with Duna. Come on. And I don't want to overwarp. Okay, fuel tank's full. Stop that. Stop mining for a bit. Let's refine up some monoprop. Okay. Actually, let's like refine up some monoprop. And there we go. Okay. And stop surface harvesters. Pull the drills back in. We are out of ore. Stop monoprop refining. So you're going to the pole now. So we can leave that waypoint. Just head directly north, pretty much. Let's actually bring up the biome map. Yep, polar, essentially. Ooh, it's not directly on the pole, it's specifically right there. Okay. Probably gonna keep this up, actually. How much ore did we read it as having 3? So, less than here, though it's probably gonna jump up a bit more if we do the surface analysis. Anyway. Let us quick save. And Away we go. Going back to kill rotation nodes. Bring ourselves. Gonna do a bit of a higher hop this time. Partially because we need to clear the mountain, and partially so I have a better experience with running that. We pull in the radiators. Okay. We should have the fuel to do this. Alt. Time warp. Oh. Fuck. Okay. You saw nothing. Okay, we need to go even higher up, actually. Jeez, carting this thing around is not ideal. Not externally, no. I do not have an external off switch. I think somewhere around there. Yay. I have run out of things to say. Okay. Now I think we've gone high enough to clear the mountain. Now, why exactly I decided to do this in the night is unclear. Still burning. Okay. Now I want to head over a bit more, I think. No. Unsure if I'm actually unsure if going to the poles is really should have done, but it's too late now. I've already burnt lots of that. Getting here, we are mostly out of fuel there, mostly full of fuel there, so we should still be okay on that front. Yeah. So, bring up the overlay. Yeah, I think we want to go this direction a bit. Ooh, we're going high enough to actually be able to see the overlay. Wow. Okay. We're warping to the maneuver. Noises. So hopefully, Ike rotates such that the low land is there once we get there. Let's warp about here to see where we end up. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna end up doing a braking maneuver probably about here anyway, so to cancel nearly all of our velocity and drop pretty much directly down. We're coming in. I'm probably switching between map and world a bit too much. Ooh, should do a gravity scan here, and also after we finish this burn, I'm not gonna pop Tegan out in the middle of this. We should do an EVA report. This is an over a minute burn. Speed up time. Still 14 kilometers up, we can. Hopefully we come. Okay, we still have space, and our suicide burn countdown has gone above 0, which is very good. You're not gonna hit the ground. Also, I think we can get EVA report of flying above the surface literally just by jumping, so don't need to actually pop Tegan out at this moment. And there we go. Go to stop, horizontal velocity, and prepare for suicide burn. Tegan, EVA report, keep board. There, okay. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, execute. At least... Oh wait, no, our slope is not actually particularly good. Why did I make this thing so tall? I mean, it seems to have been handling 10-degree slopes just fine for what we've been doing, but still, it is quite tall. I think if I make a lander for like the dual system, I'm going to make it wide instead. Lay it horizontal. I haven't actually made a lander like that before. It'll be an interesting experiment. Anyway, we're coming down fairly good. I got a want to cancel out a fair bit of our horizontal velocity. Something like that. Okay, we are 1 kilometer up. We've burned all of this and a fair amount of this, but we still definitely have the fuel to land. Okay. Six. Keep this fairly good. $200 meters for holding good. Canceling out our horizontal velocity. Preparing for landing. Drop a bit faster here. And the 20 meters. And roll ship so we're a bit better aligned. Contact. Cut throttle. We have landed. Yay. Okay. Pull all the data. Report. Keep temperature, pressure, dew, gravity, material study. Keep all that stuff. And now select everything up, Tegan out, grab an EVA report. Ooh. This is referring to, I believe, the magic boulder, which I'm unsure if it's actually in the game anymore. But magic, I'm wondering about the magic boulder. Keep that. Store that. Restore that. Run the analysis. We're gonna check on what it says later. Take a surface sample. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All. Now, what does this say about our resources? 5%, which is hopefully what it was the last time. Okay, let's fuel ourselves back up. Deploy drill. Deploy drill. Pin that. Ooh, we never actually turned off the reactor. Okay. It's fine. I have a lot of fuel for it anyway. Start the surface harvester, extend the radiator. Extend all this out. Okay. Now we time warp again. Yay. Fine. Okay, we have a limited. Okay. Well. Stop. Surface harvester and retract. Stop and retract. Stop that. Start a mono. Refine some of this into monoprop. Surprisingly fast. That's okay. Turn off the reactor. Meters in. And we are now heading for the South Pole, and this time we're going to go this way so that we actually pass over the daytime side. So, save, and just head into the direction that the sun is in. It's kind of this way, kind of, roughly. I guess in this case it's still north. Then we want to clear the wall here. I'm gonna go up a bit more. Okay, we are now heading up enough to be above the wall, so now we just need to head over. Going to land back at the equator, then go to the South Pole, and then back to the equator, fuel up, go to the poking stick, and then we can drop down to Duna, do Duna science. This is one of the more complicated mission profiles I've done. It's interesting. I like it. Now, trying to figure out what screenshots to grab for the thumbnail. Because I have a lot, I think for the past few thumbnails, I've already used a bunch of screenshots very akin to this one. So I want to do something new. Let me actually check. Yep. Hopefully, in this stream we managed to make it down to Duna, so I don't have to come up with an interesting thumbnail screenshot. Anyway, we're going to be heading for the lowlands, so we want to, I mean, really it'll spin us. Ike will spin in the meantime a little bit. Definitely enough to get us there. So I'm gonna do a roughly here. Oh, control node locked again. Wonderful. SCANSat's in the wrong location. We'll just warp here. SCANSat's still in the incorrect location. Poking stick is still on the other side. That is fine. We'll just have to do this. By eye. So we want to go roughly retrograde. I'd say once we get here, we'll halt ourselves. Stop. We'll try to keep our vertical velocity down-ish. Oops, I pressed the spacebar. Luckily, that did nothing because we are not in an atmosphere, so we can just disarm all of our parachutes. Velocity. Okay. Disarm. Okay. Disarm. Disarm. How close are we getting to the surface? Okay, we're still 3 kilometers up and still going a fairly rapid pace, so I'm not... Okay. We are heading down, though, at a speed I'm not particularly happy about. Trouble with. So hopefully this will let us not hit the ground. Okay, I think we're safe. Slope at this point is not ideal, but workable. Are not heading down. We'll just cancel horizontal velocity, and there we go. Okay. Once we want to go 10 meters per second down, and line ourselves up with the slope, which is, I think the land can handle it. Anyway, we are heading to the lowlands, which has quite a bit of ore, which is what we want, and stop ourselves from going down. We are in stop mode. Okay. We are still 70 meters up. We can go down a little bit faster. that. And ease ourselves down, kicking up dust. And contact. Regular rotation. And here we go. Where is this in the mass? It's probably somewhere like here, which puts it here, which I guess is within our landing footprint. Okay. So we have already gone the science from here, so all we need to do here is just pop out all the drills, turn back on the reactor. And start refining. This is going to go Why did we run out power? Okay, thinking. Give me a second. I'm thinking. I'm sorry. Ooh. How about IPv confidence interval? Or some sort of like funny science pun name thing. Or I'm not functioning fully. Ooh, I know why that's happening. I forgot to extend the radiator so the reactor keeps overheating. Okay. That's why. Okay, gotta start this up again. Nearly there, though. Okay. Stop surface harvester. Stop surface harvester. Stop ISRU. Dump excess ore. And turn off the reactor. Then so we shall continue south. Not a particularly vivid difference in the color. Anyway, we shall continue south. Save. Pull the radiators in. Though actually, no. I want to keep the radiators out. Probably no point in bringing them in. Okay. Head south. Make sure we clear the mountain this time. Ooh, okay, your PC crashed. That's not ideal, I would say. Let's see. Yeah, we don't want target. No, we want surface. We are actually increasing altitude, which is what we want. Ooh. Cool, I have not seen it, so no spoil, please. I had the book, but I don't know, I started reading it, it didn't particularly interest me, and so I was using it as like pretty much a doorstop. It's a thick book. I try reading it again. And then. Okay. Come on. You can do this. I'm going to feel. Oh no. Yes, okay. There are worms. Wow. Such spoiler. What was I gonna say? Something about... Dun, 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 dun. We're getting there. Now, what is the estimated... Ooh! Quite high estimated ore content on the South Pole. So, this we'll be able to refuel fast. But yeah, what I was saying is I'm going to feel so great when we're landing on Duna, and I can not bring the refinery bits. It's gonna feel so much more responsive. Okay. So here, okay, let's put him over there. That's our horizontal velocity. So actually, rotating that way. So want to not do that maneuver. We want to do about here in I don't know, a minute. Sure. We want to cant ourselves over that way for a bit. Not. Okay. Ah. Okay, and the second part hasn't come out yet, right? Apparently Avatar, not the cartoon, but like the movie with the blue aliens, supposed to be multiple parts, but like didn't the first one come out like years and years ago now? Okay, bio. They're above the South Pole. Okay, let's do a gravity scan of that. You know, I'm on that movie. I'm interested to see what, like, how the story would actually continue in Avatar. As like, what I can sort of see coming is the humans decide to drop a few inert masses on the next, from the next ISV on its way to Pandora, and just glass the surface. So I'm not particularly hopeful for the continued survival of our dear heroes. We'll see how it goes. No. I guess this isn't exactly the most efficient way of doing this. I think there's like this one technique which is good for using on Tylo and pretty much no other planet, because Tylo is such a pain to land on because it has no atmosphere, so you can't slow down very easily. So you need just as much fuel to get down as to get up. And it has lots of gravity. So anyway, the method is that you set it up so that your orbit just barely misses, a mountain ridge. Okay, let's get this ready. And then you burn yourself sideways and up at a specific angle to make it so that your vertical velocity stays 0 throughout your entire descent. Okay, we do want to start our suicide burn here, actually. Though we do actually want to drift ourselves a bit over that because this looks like it's a ridge. Okay. I think I was a little bit... didn't need to slow down that quite so much. But... yeah. Dun. Okay. River. This place appears to be quite flat, judging by what this slope be saying. Yeah, I was thinking of like some sort of interesting scientific term, so like confidence interval or something. I don't know, I'm not feeling super witty at this moment. I'm sure there's some real clever scientific name I can come up with. Yeah, the confidence does actually seem like a pretty good name. Yeah, I mean, I named every single ship in my Elite Dangerous fleet something along the lines of adjective snack. So I had small snack, top snack, jump snack, spooky snack, scary snack, thick snack, pointy snack. It was fun. 20 meters, okay. Let's not hit the ground too fast because I'm getting distracted. And contact. Very nice. Okay, so a standard bit of science things happening. Oh, speaking of science, the Minecraft stream I just did. Were you there at the moment where I had confidence in my math and did some science stuff? I made a clip of it. Let's see. It's simple. Okay. Select all. Pop Tegan out again. Store that. Store that. Polar stuff, yay, sun be low in sky. Kerbal. To be precise. That reminds me, oh, I need to do the EVA report from in space. Anyway, there was a discussion on the KSP forum thread about the new about the new update and it was a person who suggested to Nate Simpson, guy who's I guess creative director of KSP2, that Kerbal's last names be based on the planet they were born on, or the sphere of influence they were born in, or whatever. So all the reason all they're all called Kerman is because they're from Kerbin, and so you have like Moonman, Minmason, or something like that. You have all the different stuff, and Nate Simpson seemed to kind of be interested in that, so we'll see if that ends up being in KSP2. Yeah. Anyway, we again fire up the reactor and start refining stuff. Yes, verily. Minman, Dunman, Moman, Dremin, Loman. Okay. Oh yeah, sped up time. Oh yeah, also, I forgot. Okay, we are rating 1.7, 1.17 or per second if I do a surface analysis. It's 11. I mean, I guess that just actually updates the number on our map and not the actual number of what we're extracting. But it also means we're actually getting ore faster than we can refine it, which is a new experience here. So it seems like the South Pole is actually one of the best places on the planet, the best places to it also means we're actually using a bit more electricity than we usually would, it seems, to do this. Huh. Let's bump up our reactor throttle a little bit more. Come on. Fuel us up. Up and stop. 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 Dump tank contents. And we head back to the equator so that we can fuel up fully instead of having to go from here into a polar orbit and do a massive plane change and waste all of our fuel and have no fuel and be sad. Yes. Okay. So we are ready. Turn off the reactor. Pull the drills in. And head north again. Quick save. We. Ooh, okay, that was a little bit optimistic. No, what? Okay. I've wrinkled my spacecraft. Yeah, okay, that was a little bit optimistic on what angle we could get to without hitting the side of the hill. So, yeah. Now, Cloudbot seems to very much be being annoying. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Okay. Yeah, earlier on, it was. I mean, I guess you were actually sort of watching that stream, but yeah, it was booting people for things which I had specifically turned off for people to be booted for, so. Might want to try a different bot, I don't know. We. Okay, and here we go. Now, I should probably have headed towards the lowlands. Midlands or... yeah. I'll just take a little bit longer to fuel up. So, yeah. That was not ideal, but that's fine. Okay. We do have connection, which means that I stick a maneuver right here to drop us back down to the surface. Which is 268, and we have more than enough Delta V for that. Dun, 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 dun. Is it? Should be. It's gonna be there, and now it's dipped below the surface. We still should have the poking stick targeted, I think, so yeah, let's see. Time warp through this burn. We've actually not fully overshot the equator quite yet. And we are to some degree stopped. Very good. We're currently in Western Mountain Ridges, and we want to not be there because the ore there is... Well, actually, the ore here is actually better, it seems. So both are not ideal. Stop. Okay, we are coming down quite hard. We want to sort of drift ourselves, but also like slow down our horizontal velocity. Okay, we are going to make it. Cool. $400 meters. 300 meters. 200 meters. Slow down further. $60 meters, 50 meters. Okay, make ourselves nice and slow. Slope is 14 degrees. I think we'll be able to handle that. Okay, I think we'll make it. And contact. RCS, kill rotation. Up. I'm gonna tip. Okay, abort landing, abort landing. We can't make 14. Can't make 14 degrees of slope. Okay, cruise, hover. Luckily we have plenty of delta V for this, so we should be okay. That was a bit hairy though. Let's do slope. Okay, we're down to 11 degrees. Let's stop here and come down. Okay. Whew. Thank you, RCS, for being so useful. Okay. Now we're coming down a lot more carefully. Okay. Drills out. Drills out. And... it was. Check something. Okay. Reactor on. This thing's already out. Pin that. Starts the surface harvester. It's not amazing, but we should be able to. And start refining. Okay. Oh, Shroud's doing good. Ore is doing good. It will be night, but that's fine. We can launch in the night. And there we go. Okay. Stop. Retract. Stop and retract. Stop that. Can dump our ore. Turn off that. All the radiators in. And wait for the poking stick to be roughly there. Done, 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 done. I think about now is when we need to launch. Yep, poking sticks there. Quick save. Here we go. No, we don't want turret, we want orbit mode. Okay. So we have no major ridges in this direction, so which means that we can just kind of point this way and hope. It's a bit. Target's apoapsis is 21 kilometers, which means we need to also get to 20 kilometers. Our altitude is increasing, which is good. Ooh, we need to point ourselves that way a bit. I saw we were going to a fairly inclined orbit relative to... Yeah. Okay. And... cut. Okay. We will have to do a bit of a plane change maneuver but that's fine. We want primary thing is just get ourselves to a functional orbit. In fact, actually, I think we will do the plane change maneuver. 20 by 20. We will do the plane change maneuver with the poking stick so that we conserve our precious fuel and oxidizer, which we will need for our Duna landing bits. Okay. So anyway, we want to execute this. Done. Hold up. Dun, da, da, dun, dun, dun. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. And we are in an orbit. Sure. Hooking stick. Switch to. Let us perform the plane change maneuver, which will be pretty soon, actually. Okay, you need to bring down. Set that as targets at the ascending node. Add maneuver. Spin this around. Okay, so quick save this. Execute that. Don't warp. And start burning in 3 minutes, which means that we want to spin this thing around because it's going to take. Actually, okay, the poking stick doesn't take nearly 3 minutes to spin around, but and that. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we are aligned. Warp to the burn. And okay, it's only at 19 meters per second burn, so it probably wasn't really worth this, but we did it anyway. Okay, so now Dunelander. Perform rendezvous maneuvers. Okay, so do not quite have the rendezvous autopilot just yet, so we'll have to do this manually. Closest approach is we're ahead of it, so we want to do. We are consistently in a lower orbit than it, so just somewhere up here. Burn up. This target. Let's get ourselves in a slightly higher orbit than it. And that should get us a very nice intersect right about there. Very good. Okay. Let's execute this. Two, 1, 0. Okay. I'm actually gonna pull up the charts for Duna stuff. Okay, because gotta make sure we have enough delta V in the hooking stick. 60. So like 500, I think about 500 meters per second in order to get between low Duna orbit and low Ike orbit. That's actually not particularly much. Anyway, let's just warp ahead to the intercept. Something like, and since I've installed the I've installed the new version of Distant Object Enhancement, which actually allows you to have modded parts show up, which means that those flickering pixels right there are the poking stick, even though it's beyond the physics render range. It's still actually like parts are rendered. Very nice. Okay, so about here we should be at closest approach, pretty much. Okay, burn against relative velocity. We have plenty of non-propellant for this. There's a target. Ooh, poking stick. You go point normal. We want you to point that way. The poking stick should now swing around. We're gonna slow down and point at it. Go back into kill velocity mode. Make a slight burn towards it. Turn on RCS. And then flip ourselves over so the RCS is pointed in the correct direction relative to our view. And we are going to just kind of slowly approach it. And we're trying to go above it so that we can come down onto the front docking port. I want to point towards it more. Give a bit of corrective motion. Can cancel out our vertical motion relative to it. And we're coming in. Okay. Okay, now we want to essentially wait until we're level with it in this axis. And stop. 3, 2, 1, 0. 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Want to do ourselves there. RCS point anti-normal so that we are lined up with it. Keep going. Need to go down a little bit. Give ourselves a bit of forward velocity so that I have a reference to go with on the nav ball. Okay, we are getting towards being lined up. Oh, went a little bit too much. Riding via nav ball. Essentially, we want to place our prograde marker on the opposite side of the target marker from where we are pointing. And that will mean that we're going to essentially guide the projected axis from our nose onto the projected axis from its nose. And so we'll be lined up. Anyway, want to approach the target. We are mostly lined up. Cue interstellar duck music. Da 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 da. Please don't DMCA me, please. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be able to catch that. And contact. Yay. Now we. This is there. We're going to make it so that this engine is not allowed to use well, actually, what we can do is tell these guys that they're -9 priority so that our engine so that our nuclear thermal engine uses them first, although we'll still have access to these. Anyway, we currently have a delta V of nearly 4 kilometers per second, which is more than enough for what we need to do. Cool. So, we shall head off to Duna, because we have gotten all the science we can get here, I think, mostly. I've checked off both the North and the South Pole. That is all of the biomes on Ike. So, I think we will descend to Duna and then we will end the stream. I think that is what we will do. So, to descend to Duna, we need to perform a burn, I think roughly here. Let's see how much it actually will be. Now, we may be able to aerobrake. Okay, that looks like a good burn actually. It's actually inefficient. Let's put it next orbit and warp past it. Okay. And orient it so that it's actually just going to point retrograde. Okay, I'll put our periapsis at 63. I believe Duna's atmosphere starts at 50. So I did put the aerobraking plate in, but I'm not sure we want to do that. I'm not sure we want to aerobrake. Let's not do it. Okay, so, but that does look like a good burn. Let us execute it. Okay, we are lined up. Let us warp to the maneuver. I get why, even though this is not actually pointing directly tangential, it's going to be it. It's that by the point we actually get there, we will have moved far enough so that that will be tangential. I think. Anyway, burning in 2 minutes. We're going to line ourselves up a little bit more, I think. Ooh, this will be a good screenshot. Screenshotted. I think that is our thumbnail. Ooh, I have messages. Okay, yeah. I'm chatting with Commander Seaweaver about joining his modded Minecraft SMP. I've always wanted to do a modded Minecraft SMP. I might do it. He is asking for a donation to support paying for the extra RAM the server needs, though, as modded, which I understand. Oh! We have... I'm going to reload a quick save, actually, because I did not notice that the frickin' descent engine was burning! Ah, okay. Yes, I know I'm playing it a bit fast and loose with the quick loads, but this is how I play. If you have a problem with it... Yeah. Anyway. I turn that off. Okay. I am dumb. This is a confirmation that I am dumb. But yeah. Okay. Okay. Off we go. Now, I am going to grab that screenshot again, probably. Because, let me see. Documents, KSP, screenshots. Oh, okay, you actually can't say it very well. Curse you, Waterfall, for making engine plumes almost invisible in space, realistically, like they actually will be. Curse you, Waterfall, for doing that. Yes. Okay. Anyway. There's that. Let me actually look up Duna atmosphere height. Atmosphere height is 50 kilometers. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna Oberth affect this by skimming real close into that. Quick save. 63, 62, 61, 60, 50, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's go there. Now, how big of a burn is this going to be? Because that was just 200 meters per second. And now, the burn for here is actually not particularly expensive, considering. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to actually take a look into who we should raid after I complete this burn. Let's see. Ooh, Info Dealer is streaming. He's an old buddy of mine. Years and years ago, we played Space Engineers co-op together. Anyway. Yeah. Although, or maybe... Let's actually... Okay, I don't have the polling thing yet, but let's put this to a vote. Of the currently 3 of us who are here. It's an odd number, so it won't be a tie. Raid info dealer or go peruse the KSP tag and see if there's any VTubers playing. Might do the second. Anyway, let's execute this maneuver. In fact, I'll check the KSP tag and see. And then, do a gravity scan of craters. Burning, like, starting the burn now, though. It's a 2-minute burn, that's fine. We don't need to split it into multiple goes. Because of this, the very low thrust to the thrust to mass ratio of this engine, but it's very efficient, so we stick with it. Okay. Done. Time warp. I'm going to real quickly collect all and do this gravity scan too. Keep collect all. Okay. Done. Halfway done with the burn. How's our altitude? Altitude is doing okay. Periapsis is still maintaining above 50, so that's good. Okay, not sure we can handle 4 times time warp, but we're nearly done with the burn. So yeah, as this is completing, I'm going to end it off here. So I'm gonna bid the VOD viewers a good insert time zone relevant greeting here. And I'm going to bid the current live stream viewers a good please wait while I go raid someone. Go to the raid. Okay, so farewell VOD viewers. Here we go.